Sorry, someone needs something from me and I had to cut off the mic for a minute. Okay, where was I? Okay, so you know what? I feel like doing the intro all over again. I can spare another intro again. Boo fucking. Yeah, that messed me up. When I go into stream mode, I gotta be 110%, so I can't mess up. All right, let me do another intro again. All right, ready to begin for the YouTube archive again. In 3, 2, 1. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Tales of Zestiria. I am John MugiwaraJM, and let us continue. If you missed the last stream, or parts of the last stream, I mostly just spent time trying to get the Iris gems, and I got them all now, and we're ready to begin. We learned of Heldolf's true origins. He was a king who lost everything and became the King of Calamity, Extreme Insanity. And now, we're gonna talk to Maven.
Find anything?
We know that Heldolf was stricken with a great deal of pain and hardship.
It seems almost like some kind of curse.
I can see that. Bound to the curse that is eternal loneliness.
During our most recent encounter with him, he taunted Saray, preying on his emotions and trying to bait him into becoming a fallen shepherd. But afterwards, he reached out to Saray and tried to convince him to join his ranks.
The Lord of Calamity, reaching out to the shepherd.
Hi, Kokla. Welcome to the stream. How you
I want
doing?
to know just what happened to Heldolf to make him the man we see today.
But that would infringe on the old man's taboo.
We don't even have a clue what that really means. Maybe this is selfish of us, but still.
Is there no chance you can help?
Follow me.
Maven, are you sure about this?
What do we need his help for again?
There's no point in stories if we lose the future in which to tell them. No taboo is worth that fate.
Oh, I didn't grab these yet.
Wait, that's... this aroma.
Oh man, nice! Check it out! That huge thing has carvings all over it!
Is this from the era of the gods? I've never seen anything like it before.
Oh boy, more fodder for our resident nerds.
There's a save point in here. And some treasure.
Saray, look around you.
There's got to be a better way to say, hey, there's treasure nearby. The way Mikleo says it's kind of condescending.
There might be something nearby.
What's that?
To most people, this monument is nothing more than a lump of rock. However, the storyteller of time can harness its true capabilities.
The storyteller of time?
The one who passes stories to future generations. Stories of humans, seraphim, hellions, shepherds, the Lord of Calamity. It is my clan to whom that fate has fallen. A storyteller is to be a dispassionate observer. He must not interfere in world events. But I am prepared to accept the consequences.
Is that an Earthen Historia?
There are more of them?
The others were fine, but this one had to be shielded from the eyes of men. So I kept it for myself.
Then this must be...
Yes, this is a record of the dawn of chaos. Come, experience the truth of the dawning of this age. Perceive the light. Perceive the darkness. Place your hands upon the monolith. Then, close your eyes. Voroshkus vere kusaresko, vervek furiek ohish kehem omem.
I'm not allowed to interfere in
Do
this.
not ponder
By the way, I know
answer now.
I know the words.
Simply feel. Understand?
What happened?
Where is this? I've never seen this place before.
We're experiencing the dawn of chaos. So I suppose this would be...
Camlon, the Origin Village.
Well, might as well go on.
Undisagreed.
That's not a word, Edna. The fuck? Wow, this is the first time the fixed camera has been on this game, as far as I can tell. Not much of a village, because I can't exactly walk around.
Pretty big crowd here.
No kidding. General, this is absurd. How long must we keep living like this?
This feels a lot like classic Tales.
By the forces of Highland. I'd expect you to be more grateful, Shepherd.
Huh? This guy's the previous shepherd?
You have occupied our village for half a year now. This isn't protection, it's house arrest.
Not to mention, the Kingdom of Highland is only acting against us because Roland's moved their army here in the first place.
Looks like they can't hear us.
The Earth in Historia shows that which has transpired.
The strategic importance of this location cannot be overlooked just because the Shepherd founded a village here. You can trust Highland would say the same.
What, so it was inevitable?
When one considers the rise of the Highland Valkyries, yes.
I've had enough. Just leave us.
Michael, are you really okay with this? Those bastards are treating Lord Maltelis' shrine as their own fortress. How much longer must they blaspheme the Seraphim?
Brother?
It's okay, Muse. He's right that Camlon happens to be a strategically crucial location, given that we're here along the northern border. An army that controls this territory can send troops to the enemy's capital at will. Their interest in our land is sad, but understandable.
Do you really trust the words of that tyrant?
They will do as they will. We must focus on what we believe in. As a lone shepherd, with no other family in the world to call his own, I vow to protect Muse and everyone else. I swear it.
So the Origin Village was occupied by Heldulf.
Well, at least they let me walk
And then
around instead of
dragged
making me
into
sit
the
here.
chaos of war.
Still, you can understand why neither army could leave it alone.
Is something wrong, Mikleo?
Huh? Oh, well... The humans were treating Maltelis with scorn and contempt. No wonder his blessing was lost. But there's probably more to the story. Let's head towards the shrine.
Right.
Could it be Rollins has noticed Michael led Lord Maltelis away from the capital?
No. Much more likely it's just a feint to draw out the forces of the Northern Territory. They just want a pretext to declare war.
This is absurd.
Thoroughly absurd, but that's humans for ya.
You said it. The more things change, the more they stay the same.
According to what the shepherd said, the shrine is full of malevolence, and the village is beginning to lose its blessing.
Oh no, is Maltelis going to become a Hellion?
Let us put faith in the shepherd. He said he would never allow that, even should it cost him his life.
But still, if the shepherd would be lost anyway, wouldn't it be better for us just to evacuate while we can?
There's no way that someone like Michael could ever do such a thing.
Right. He's the shepherd. He couldn't just abandon Maltellus and let him succumb to malevolence.
Saray.
If this podunk town can serve as the key to successful conquest of the Northern Territory, then I can suffer the ire of one measly shepherd. What is it?
An enemy attack! The Northerners have arrived! No, it appears to be the Highland army!
I will not rise to their bait. Assemble the troops. We shall retreat.
We will make no counterattack?
Would you have me throw men away on some meaningless skirmish with Highland? Don't be an imbecile.
Guess this town is destined for the scrap heap after all. Have the order to retreat given at once.
Unbelievable! Doesn't he care about the happiness of the villagers?
Nope.
This trivial nonsense is what got the entire village wiped out?
Mm-hmm.
Stop it!
Saray.
Knowing we can't do anything to intervene just makes it worse.
What on earth is Heldolf doing? Heldolf abandoned.
Oh my god, are you okay? Oh my god, you okay?
Fled.
Filthy Roland scum! Sneak into the mountains, will you?
You gonna take that?
There's more over here.
You go push him? Let you push you around like that?
Shepherd, Muse has gone to the shrine.
What?
To beg the Roland's army for assistance.
But Heldolf's already run away.
Muse, please be safe.
Hurry to the shrine.
Right.
Not like we can really do anything.
Wait, please! I understand that as a fellow shepherd, you feel strong empathy toward him. That is normal. But please, do not forget what Maven told us. You too, Mikleo.
I'm sorry. It's just...
We can already tell this isn't.
It's not terribly odd to have them not be sepia tone because they're observing and the story is in sepia tone.
We still need to see this through, don't we?
And honestly, if they were sepia tone too, that would make it worse.
Let's go.
Right.
Mikleo looks out of character, to say nothing of Saray.
Well, of course. He was bound to notice before too long.
Kind of reminds me of
You add in the fact that none of this is
Wind Waker, when like you were in the frozen Hyrule Castle. It was frozen in time, and like Link was full color. Meanwhile, the rest of the castle was in grayscale.
We're very close.
I actually like stuff like that. You know, the mess with lighting and shading to suit narrative and gameplay purposes. Shivers in the cold? Well, no, never mind.
He's alive.
This is no baby, this is a blanket.
Oh my god.
Oh no, he's been burned, hasn't he?
All is lost. Maltellus has become a hellion. And this
Oh no, he's like a demon baby. I wish they showed him. I'm going to sacrifice him to the altar.
Oh, ye who brought us this misfortune, I grant thee eternal solitude!
And it turns out the baby was just fine.
Live now and forever in a hell of your own making. This is my answer.
Oh shit! So the shepherd held off into an alien, into a Hellion. I almost said alien. Wow. Interesting. He cursed him to live in eternal
So they
life.
anticipated our retreat. You are the Valkyries, I take it?
He punished him for being a shitty king.
General!
Heldolf, prepare yourself.
And because he has immortality now he's
What on earth?
So he didn't turn himself into a Hellion. The shepherd did it. Oh, wow.
Stay away from us, you monster!
Now even his own people are afraid of him. So he's just been wandering the earth for thousands of years. Or a couple hundreds of years.
So that's what went down.
So Kittybeard didn't become a Hellion. He was
One bearing
Cog
the
Whistle,
most
thank you for the
terrible
follow.
curse there could possibly be.
And the one responsible for it was the previous shepherd.
So then...
The previous shepherd was a bad guy. Well, no, actually, he was pissed off.
Is this the same village?
If it's not over yet, then there must be more to it.
It's not over, huh?
Mikleo.
We gotta be close to the end. Shouldn't we just take a quick gander before we head back?
You look pretty bummed out by this.
Well, yeah.
I'm sorry. Sorry I'm not more bummed out myself, I mean.
You don't need to apologize for that.
Whenever a friend of mine is down, if I'm not feeling the same way, I always feel like maybe something's missing from me.
It's just like he said, Rose. There's nothing you need to apologize for. In fact,
Yeah. Sorry.
Huh?
If anything, we should be the ones sorry for making you worry so much.
we just need a little more time to get our feelings sorted out. We'll be fine. You can count on it.
Gotcha.
Where do they want me to go? Behind him.
My goodness. What happened?
Such thick malevolence. I feel sick.
Malevolence of this impossible magnitude can only mean one thing.
Not Nautilus.
Born far too early by the looks of it. Poor mother and child. Neither of you deserved this.
He's making a baby float.
Perhaps this too is fate.
That child's human.
Are we not all the same when we first breathe this air? Save for the vessel we chance into?
But a child born so premature won't last but a few months.
Probably so.
Senris!
Muse! My goodness! What happened here?
I'm afraid there's no time to explain. We have to seal off the malevolence before it drifts into Elysia. Who's that child? Celine's? Could it be she was with child?
In order to contain Mount Tellus within this land, you would be the sacrifice to seal the path to Elysia? But Mount Tellus is using the land itself as his vessel. Even if we can trap him here, it would be no more than empty consolation.
I understand, but even so, this is something that we humans have brought upon ourselves.
And the shepherd?
I take it that the shepherd has finally fallen?
That may be so, but fate has blessed us with a thread of hope.
You don't mean to
Let's
say
make two. This, come on, the floating babies look so silly.
Shepherd and his sublord?
For a human and a seraph child raised together, anything is possible. However,
Oh my god.
it all depends on these children. I humbly accept your two small beacons.
Wait a fucking minute.
Zen,
Don't tell me those two babies.
thank you. Farewell,
I don't even see a baby in there.
Leo.
Oh, fuck. Mikleo was her son. That's her mama.
Gramps!
So, Saray, you were a survivor from that village.
Okay, so this wasn't 100 years ago. This is about 20.
So I was a sacrifice.
You can cry if you want.
Why would I cry? I'm surprised, to be sure, but I'm not sad. And now we know where Maltelis is. Now the only thing left is our answer.
Right.
So does this mean we found it?
I know now what path I want to take. Though I'm not sure that counts as an answer.
Very well then. Let's consult with Maven once more.
Hey, where'd he go?
Just a little while ago, he was activating the hidden powers of this monolith. He's probably still around here somewhere.
You're right. Let's go look for him. Come to think of it, I wonder how this monolith works. How do you think it activates the Earth and Historia?
Probably because this is an Earth Pulse Nexus, don't you think?
Earth Pulse?
I'll let Terror Firma herself do the explaining.
The Earth Pulse is a manifestation of the power of Mother Nature that permeates the Earth.
Exactly. Logren has been known for centuries as a spot where several branches of the Earth Pulse intersect.
If you're already such an expert, why call on me?
Because when you say it, it's that much more adorable.
Interesting.
So, the Earth and Historia is reacting to the Earth Pulse.
Could you repeat that in English for dumb bums like me?
Well,
Okay, let's say instead that there's all this water bubbling up here. Then the Earth and Historia would be like a water wheel. When the wheel goes round, it grinds out the record of history, just like it was milling grains.
Oh, okay. Makes sense to me. But then why are the Earth and Historia behaving like a water wheel?
Probably...
I told you. The Earth Pulse is the power of the Earth.
Oh, I see. So if Maltelis made the Earth and Historia, and he's using the Earth itself as his vessel...
Then probably it's the force of his will that's making them do that.
Well, I'm gonna save after that lore dump.
Turn of affairs. There was more to it than just Heldalf and the shepherd Michael. So many factors converged to bring about that disaster.
What happened to that village was so ghastly, you can sort of see how Michael finally came to do what he did. But still, no one except maybe his closest friends ought to buy "I was in the depths of my despair" as an excuse.
Right. The actions he took that day changed the fates of millions.
That's true. It was his thoughtless curse of eternal solitude that paved the way for Kittybeard to become the Lord of Calamity. Without the curse, old Sourpuss never would have hated the world so much. Never would have wanted it to turn into a world of Hellions.
You can't blame the people of Highlander Rollins for seeing him as a monster. But I get the sense that deep down, in his own misguided way, he just wants to bring peace to his country.
Some of the blame, too, has to go to the former shepherd for keeping secret the fact that he'd spirited Maltelis away. Because of that, folks who didn't know the true situation wound up desecrating the shrine, and causing Mautellus to transform into a Hellion.
That's right. If they'd only talked about it more openly, there might have been better understanding and cooperation.
It also looks like the former Shepherd didn't really trust anyone other than his own flesh and blood. To those who believed in the Shepherd, I can think of no greater wound.
True enough. He may have genuinely wanted every one of them to be happy. But if he never shared this desire with anyone, then...
Regardless of Michael's circumstances, it doesn't change the fact that what Heldelf did was unspeakably cruel. That he would toss strangers to the wolves just to further his own interests.
None of this comes down to black and white, that's for sure.
Well, Maven told us just to feel and experience what had happened. We'll go tell him what we felt.
Now I can save.
You're back.
What are you doing here?
Oh, I just wanted to make sure the monolith doesn't get damaged. Your thoughts?
No one involved was fully in the wrong, but no one was really right either. That's how it felt to me.
A useful understanding to reach. Now, your answer.
Saray, let us hear your answer to this.
My answer is I want to save Heldalf. The Shepherd's job doesn't just boil down to quell the Lord of Calamity, or even clean up the previous Shepherd's mistakes. When malevolence consumes Seraphim and turns them into Hellions, we save them. Yet when it brings misfortune and grief to humans, we say they only have themselves to blame. It doesn't seem fair.
So that is your answer.
Dunno if it counts as one.
We're gonna save Heldalf from his eternal torment and then kill
Just
him.
happened to play one part in a cascade of terrible events.
I'm not gonna say you shouldn't sympathize with him, but I will say it would strike me as bizarre to completely let him off the hook for the horrors he brought to such a peaceful village.
He probably just wants to
And
die.
what he's trying to do now is still messed up, right?
Absolutely. It's wrong, period, and I will stop it.
But even so, you would save this man?
If I won't save humans
Mercy
like
kill him.
Heldalf, who've had Hellionhood thrust upon them, I'll never see humans and Seraphim live in peace.
I see. So then you...
Really are an idiot.
Yep. Saray is Saray, and we love him for it.
That's right. He couldn't be anyone else even if he tried.
So, Mr. Teller, that what you were looking for?
For such a man, ending his loneliness would be the sole path to salvation. Do you understand what that means?
Taking his life, I would expect.
Saray.
Can you carry that burden with you?
Indeed. That, even more than your answer, is the crucial matter.
Right. What's important now is whether you truly will not waver. Or rather, whether you truly believe in your answer and are willing to accept its repercussions.
No matter what happens, and no matter what cost.
What?
Wait, are you asking him to prove his determination in battle?
Put bluntly, yes. In order to defeat one who has been abandoned in time, the bonds of strength must be severed. Show me how that is done.
By killing me.
The one who has been abandoned in time. You can't be talking about...
How to sever the bonds of strength.
So eternal loneliness is a curse, you say? It makes sense now.
Old man.
Now then, show me! Go for it! Don't hold back! I certainly won't.
But even if there is a way to sever the bonds of strength...
And if we were to actually use it...
Then what would happen to you?
Do you see why it is you waver? Settle this, Shepherd!
Do not let Maven's conviction go to waste.
Look out! Let's keep it up! Be gone! Dragon back! Drop the leg! Look out! Spirit cleansing! Elixir protect! Breakdown! Golden shark in there! Spirit cleansing! Burn! Aim and fire! Breakdown! Break on through! Spirit cleansing! Tower blood! Elixir protect! Blistering bangs! Break on through! Look out! Burn! Breakdown!
Am I even hurting? Yeah, I am.
Saint Zero! Blistering bangs! Aim and fire! Breakdown! Azure assault! Saint Zero! Shatter to lose! Break on through! Splitting to breakdown! Look out! Burst! Blistering bangs! Burst! Break through! Blue flurry! Burn away! Blue flurry! Breakdown! Burn away! Spirit cleanser! Elixir attack! Breakdown! Azure assault!
I'm trying to do the Mystic Art, but it doesn't work.
Now's my chance! Burn away! Remote blast! Burning shot! Aim and fire! Here it goes! Open the way forward! Saint Zero! Breakdown! Azure assault! Saint Zero! Look out! Saint Zero! Here it goes! Aim and fire! Strike back! Saint Zero! Here it goes! Aim and fire! Concentrate! Look out! Shining mirror! Crimson flame! Spring forth! Saint Zero! Here it goes! Fighting vortex! Look out! Fire! Fighting vortex! Molten wall! Saint Zero! Saint Zero! Breakdown! Azure assault! Aim and fire! Aim and fire! Look out! Burning shot! I need a hand! Blistering bangs! Blue flurry! Blistering bangs! Look out! Here's the skies! Arrow squall! Saint Zero! Look out! The skies! Arrow squall!
Don't overdo it!
Spirit cleansing! Here's the skies! Arrow squall! Aim and fire! Blistering bangs! Open the way forward! Look out! Saint Zero! Here it goes! Saint Zero! Ocean blitz! Break on through! Here it goes! Open the way forward! Saint Zero! Not this time! Finally protect! Come forth! Not this time! Torrent speed! Dark Star! You're careless! I shall end it!
He has a Mystic Art.
Finally protect! Torrent speed! Virulent stars! Come forth!
Vermilion crimson!
Not this time! Whirlwind slash! You're careless! Torrent spear! Dark Star! You're careless! Torrent spear! You're careless! Look out! Finally protect! My back! Not this time! You're careless! Finally protect! You're careless! Not this time! I need a hand!
This might be bad.
Look out! This is for you! You feel it? Soul resonance! Torrent spear! Car my back! Finally protect! Torrent spear! Car my back! Finally protect! Torrent spear! Virulent stars! Finally protect! Torrent spear! I shall end it! Luminous saber! Rose, get back!
Good.
Finally protect! Fear my wings! Not this time! Torrent spear! Look out! Finally protect! Look out!
Don't overdo it!
This is for you! You're careless!
Break through!
You feel it? This is for you! Not this time!
Sweet! This is for you! This is for you! Look out! I need a hand, thanks! Fearless shot! Vital protects torrent speed! Dodge storm! Hold it! Vital protects torrent speed! Vital protection! Look out! Torrent speed! Dodge storm! Vital protects red! Razor vortex! Knock this trap! Go! Here! Knock this time! Knock this time! Here! Knock this time! Knock this time! Nope! That's it! Knock this time! I shall end it! Luminous Saber! Final protect! Come forth! This is for you! Oh, get ready! Dark Star! Mow him down! This is for you! Here! Torrent Spear! That's it! Torrent Spear! That's it! This is for you! Here! You! I need a hand! This is for... This is for you! That's it! Sweet! That's it! Torrent Spear! Knock this time! Dark Star! Come forward! Gale Blitz! Dark Star! Gale Blitz! Torrent Spear! Strike! Final protection! Final protection! Final protection! Come forward! Gale Blitz! Together! You're careless! Come forward! Gale Blitz! That's it! I shall end it! Luminous Saber!
What's happening?
Here! You feel it? Soul resonance! I need a hand! Here! Here! Final protection! Destroyer! Torrent Spear! Carbide! Final protection! Torrent Spear! You feel this is for you! You're careless! That's it! Wind Blade! Go for it! I need a hand! Careless! Here! That's it! Here! Fleet Bang! That's it! That did it! Breakthrough! No escape! Purify Flames! Burn! No escape! Get lost! Release my Rhapsody! Here! Breakthrough! Come forth! That's it! I shall end it! Luminous Saber! There! Breakthrough! Here! Tower of Blood! Come forth! This is for you! That's it! Here! No escape! Purify Flames! Release my Spear! That's it! Purify Flames! Get lost! Well done.
There we go. God, that took a while.
What I want to see is not a mere display of strength.
So you really are immortal?
You understand by now, don't you, the way to defeat me?
Yes. Turn my friends into attacks with wills of their own, and use those attacks to pierce through the bonds of strength.
What Dazzle said he did.
Then why aren't you doing it? I'm not a Hellion. Even if you make use of that means, your friends will not be consumed with malevolence. You won't admit it. After all, to demonstrate that method upon me is tacit acknowledgement that it is your only option withheld off as well.
But Maven, isn't there any other way at all?
No. Even Lila's power is not enough to purify one as consumed with malevolence as he is. You should know that.
Saray. Rose.
If you weigh lives on scales, you will falter at the crucial moment. All the more so if it is your friends' lives in question. But if you do waver, and your wavering leads you to a faulty answer, you may never recover. In this way does virtue become vice.
But if you will die for the answer you truly believe in, even failure will not stop you from rising again. What you should fear is not failure, but rather that fear itself will compromise your belief in your answer.
Lila.
Now then, Saray.
If you intend to make this a farce, then I shall end it. Show me, not just with words, but with the spirit of belief. I shall end it. Luminous favor. It is a damn shame, Lila. Unfortunately, it looks like they still don't understand. So, it was all for naught.
No, just a little bit more. Even when they resented their own helplessness, even when they grieved for a fallen comrade, even when evil schemed to lead them astray, Saray and his companions have pushed ever on, never losing themselves. Knowing fear, but not malevolence, they came all this way to stand here together.
You're really something.
I don't like having regrets, and I don't like giving them to other people either. Don't you forget it.
Saray, Rose, you paralyzed or something? Going up against Hellions is already life or death. It shouldn't be new to you.
Edna. Zaveid.
It's just as they said, Rose. Saray, do you remember what I told you? Back at Lady Lake? I didn't come all this way just to be a liability. I said it before.
Oh, that I remember.
Do I need to say it again? No.
If the shepherd Saray truly believes in his answer, then surely may he bring an end to the Age of Chaos.
Then show us. Show us your answer.
Saray!
Everyone.
You have good friends, lad.
Darn right. Let's go!
Come at me!
While water amortized, press L1.
Maven! This is my answer!
Oh.
Man! Maven?
Not even gonna show us using the Mystic Art on his ass.
I thought I could hold out until you finished it, but...
Maven?
Oh, I'm so sorry it came to this.
You're an idiot too.
You're not wrong, but I have no regrets.
What's going on? What are you saying?
Come on!
It's because I violated the taboo.
If the user breaks the terms of the oath, the special powers granted by the oath likewise vanish.
You should have told us.
Please, do not blame Lila. She merely did what she believed was right for all of you. And it was my decision to make as well.
I believe too. In my answer. And in my friends. And for their sake, I will not waver in what must be done. So there will be no regrets.
It is time to say our farewells.
I promise. I'll never forget what you've told me, Maven. And I'll teach it to others as well.
Saray, you...
Well, we probably get to use it for real, but
Never did I imagine.
I did read there's a side quest where you can get the ultimate mystic art, which is apparently a thing.
Thank you.
Let's go!
To Camlon?
Yeah. Maltellus should still be there.
Let's make for Elysia first.
There should be a road there leading to Camlon. We saw Gramps come running when the village fell.
Oh, that makes sense. So Camlon was close to Elysia.
Very likely. That fits with the idea that it was a strategically important location for Highland, Rollins, and the Northern Powers.
Yeah, good point. But it looked to me like the road to Camlon was sealed off.
Yeah, by my mother.
You can cry if...
I told you I'm not going to cry.
Looks like this is the final battle.
Let's end this.
Right on!
I would certainly hope so. Learns a new battle action. Probably the new mystic art. Alright, time to consult the guide on where we're supposed to be going. Well, let's go refill on items and then we will continue our story. We could either finish this game tonight or tomorrow, I'm not sure. Alright, hold on everybody. I have to go to the bathroom. I'll be right back. The stream, how you doing? Guess TFS the table's wrapped up. If you're here.
So if we cut the tie between Maltellus and Heldalf...
Well, what you missed is
right?
Miklio's mother, I believe, was human.
She's strong enough to use the earth itself as a vessel. Will that really be all that it takes?
She sacrificed herself to seal off a village from
Is that right, Layla?
access to the villain.
Seashells by the seashore. Yep.
She sells seashells by the seashore.
He's got to be doing that on purpose.
Originally, he was the one who would purify the land. His power was the blessing of the land itself.
Like a natural purification of sorts, huh?
Don't think that's gonna be enough this time.
Certainly the activities of the shepherds also contributed to the Earth's natural purification from the outside.
But now it's just Saray, and no one else.
We need to have a plan of action before moving on. But all the same, we can't sit around brooding all day.
For sure.
So we're headed to Vulgrin Forest. Or for whatever reason we can't get there right now. Or Elysia, wherever Elysia is. Oh yeah, because there's a story scene coming up. Did she have his hairstyle? It wasn't white hair.
Don't overdo it, Rose.
Oh, this is definitely endgame battle music. Later Tales games would change the battle theme when you get to different acts in the story. Like Tales of Zestiria, I think, did that. First time I noticed it was Tales of the Abyss did that. Actually, Tales of the Abyss changes its overworld theme several times too. Tales of Symphonia also has battle and overworld changes, but I won't reveal why if you haven't played it. But I think Abyss is where it first was introduced for context reasons. Unless older Tales games did it too, I'm not sure. Symphonia is the oldest Tales game I've played.
Shorty. Being big is for losers. Big losers.
Oh, damn it. Yeah, that Mystic Art looked alright. I've seen better, but still fun. Yeah, a lot of the Mystic Arts in this game, except for the ultimate ones that I haven't seen yet, look like glorified arcane arts, like the ones that you would use in the older games to trigger the Mystic Art.
We're survivors, no matter the odds.
If I remember correctly, the Mystic Arts are a lot easier to trigger in Abyss. And I think Zestiria as well. You just use an arcane arc and hold a button.
War coming on. Yeah, looks like both Rollins and Highland are ready to take the kid gloves off. It's gonna get ugly.
Yeah, and I hear it's all going down at Glaven Basin.
This is too good. Damn straight. Food and weapons, medicine and coffins. We're gonna make a fortune.
Another war?
War for profiteering, everybody.
This is bad. If any more malevolence collects...
That's probably exactly what he wants.
You mean Heldolf, yeah?
Let's go take a look. Sounds like it's around Glaven Basin.
Found where he's located.
Oh my god, these Danny DeVito turtles.
Hey! Careful! You okay?
Thank yous. I'm a bit weary from my journeys. But it's time to settle the scores. Gotta hurry to the cat's corner.
The turtles. He's still hurt.
He's going to Cat's Corner, huh? Is he going to have a duel there?
It's the illusionary village where cats live.
It might become a huge cat and turtle free-for-all.
So, I wonder, where exactly is this Cat's Corner?
I've never heard of it before.
I don't know much either.
We're gonna have to do some research.
Let's start by asking Seraphim, who are knowledgeable about regional lore.
Good idea. Guardian Seraphim are more likely to know something about the lore or legends.
I should head to Vulcan Forest. Oh, that don't look good.
Reporting casualties for the Blue Tempest Knights. 118 wounded, 30 dead.
Be careful.
Report. Approximately 50 casualties on the enemy side.
Well, we've already got 80 dead
Is it
so
over
far.
already?
Don't kid yourself.
It's no more than a skirmish along the front lines.
If both armies were clashing full on, the body count wouldn't be anywhere near this low.
This low?
Where are the Platinum Knights? Sir, they're still struggling to evacuate Lastenbell.
Can't they see there's no time?
Saray, there's no point in just staying here.
The Platinum Knights are in Lastenbell.
Let's go see Sergei.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a safe point in there, but I can't get there. Oh well.
Boss!
Talfrin, what happened?
We were all captured in Pendrago. They said we murdered the Cardinal at the behest of the Kingdom of Highland.
What? But I was the one who...
It was Lunar. He approached the Empire and suggested they frame it this way.
Of course. The Empire was just itching for a justification to launch a war.
If they could tell the world that Highland had assassinated their cardinal...
Almost too perfect.
Lunar laid an ambush for us. If Igil hadn't shielded me, I would've... I'm sorry. I couldn't do anything but run away.
We knew this might happen sooner or later. Part of the job description. But still.
Rose, you should go.
But we have to stop the war!
We all know what they'll do now that they've trumped up a justification.
Dispose of the evidence.
You can't leave them like that, can you?
After all, they're your family.
You said it yourself, didn't you? You and I have two very different jobs.
Thank you. I'll be back.
What about us? Should we be rescuing the scattered bones or stopping this war?
Both are vital, but we can't be in two places at once.
Sergei's in Lastenbell.
Alicia's probably at the Highland Army base.
Then...
If I remember correctly, wasn't there some kind of cave or something leading to Highland around here?
Right, the Lamorak Cave.
So we gotta stop both the Roland's army and the Highland army. We get to choose which one we do first, but we have to complete both. Well, we should head to Lady Lake and stop Highland.
I wonder what happened to Alicia.
Let's go to her house.
Oh, that's not the noble district. Alicia's house was... here. Evidently there was nothing here.
Saray, look carefully at the ground.
Oh, we have to go to Falkland Hillside first. How's everybody doing today? I had my power go out twice. It nearly stopped the stream.
Prepare for the assault. Once we receive the royal order, our entire forces will destroy the Roland's army. My, Shepherd Saray. Welcome to our base. Perfect. We're moments from receiving the royal order authorizing our assault. And the messenger will be an old friend of yours.
You can't mean...
You're making Alicia do that?
It's cruel of Bartlow, but still an ingenious plan. If she brings the order, the war is on. And should she refuse, he can have her court-martialed for treason. I can only imagine her dismay.
You disgust me.
Will you attack me? Please, be my guest. Then I could reasonably claim that spies from Roland's were in our camp. No need to wait for a royal order.
Looks like the odds are stacked against us.
We're going to need Alicia's help to hold back the army.
Alicia, is it? Go ahead and try then. I'm very curious.
Yeah, we've had non-stop rain and thunderstorms all since Saturday, and I think it's going to stay like that the rest of the week.
It seems there's a treasure chest near us. Alicia wasn't at the army base. Let's check over at Lady Lake.
But if we get Alicia involved, we'll have no choice but to tell her that Maltran is a Hellion.
She'd be hurt for sure.
I'm aware.
That's why you should have told her earlier. You dinguses. That's right, if you don't see a star, nothing's gonna happen.
How dare you obstruct our glorious battle!
You're a disgrace to Highland!
What's gotten into you?
Alicia!
Oh shit!
We'll talk later. Are we good, Lila?
Yes, I've reactivated her squire's pack.
Oh, please tell me we get her back in the party. Yes!
Name's Zavid. Nice to meet you.
Right.
That look in your eyes says you have a question.
No, I think I'll focus on the battle for now.
Ready? Let's keep it up! Tiger Blade! Tiger Blade! Earth Dragon Bang! Sonic Flurry! Blade Bang! Sonic Flurry! Tiger Blade! Ready? Tiger Blade! Tiger Blade! Sonic Flurry! Too close! Yeah! Blade Bang! Go! Yeah! Blade Bang! Earth Dragon Bang! Earth Dragon Bang! Different Blade! Tiger Blade! Let's keep it up! Yeah! Sword Blade! Yeah! Sword Blade! Earth Dragon Bang! Sonic Flurry! Tiger Blade! Sonic Flurry!
If I had to guess, her question would probably be, why aren't you wearing a shirt? Yeah, that would be a fair question. But then if I were Zavid, I'd be like, why does it look like you're not wearing any pants? And you don't get to stay in the party because...
And that's more or less what brought us here.
I see.
Zavid always talks about it.
Why were those soldiers attacking you?
Probably because I've been stalling the war. I have yet to deliver the royal order authorizing our attack.
And they hate and resent you that much?
You can see for yourself. There's not a thing in the world that can prevent this war now.
You're giving up?
What else can I do? What else do you expect me to do? The king has commanded that we launch an attack on Roland's. An official royal order has already been issued.
If that dumb piece of paper's causing you all that grief, why don't you just chuck it?
Just chuck it? What exactly do you mean by chuck it?
What do you think?
Just what I said. Tear up the damn thing like it never existed.
I can't.
You can't expect Alicia to do something like that.
Hey, no pressure. I don't mind seeing her beautiful face all scrunched up in pain.
No. Saray, I think perhaps the only way to stop this war is to do as Zavid suggested. Would you be willing to assist me in this?
Are you sure about this? You would be rebelling against your own country.
I know the risks.
All right.
Well, if Alicia's made up her mind, we can't refuse her, can we?
Zavid, may I trust you in this matter as well?
I can't decline a heroic princess. Your face looks better with a smile on it anyway.
One ray of hope is that Lady Maltran is the one commanding our army. She is bound to cooperate with us. What's wrong?
I hate to tell you this, but Maltran's not gonna help you. She's a Hellion. She serves the Lord of Calamity. She was the one pushing for war in the first place.
Edna!
We had to tell her at some point.
Yeah, we should have told her
Better she
earlier.
hear it now than get stabbed in the back later.
That can't be true! Don't you even dare joke about such a thing!
Alicia, please calm down.
No, Lady Maltran. She always encouraged me, even when... I apologize. I will see Lady Maltran and verify this for myself.
She ain't gonna tell you squat.
Back to that scrunched up face of hers.
Yay, she's back in the party. Where did Rose go?
Hey, are your eyes okay?
It's fine. My vision's good.
Oh, good. So that means you've become stronger.
Just a little bit blurry is all.
A little bit? That could cost you your life in battle.
Perhaps. But this is something you need to see through. To the end.
Well,
We've got way more important things to worry about.
Saray needs you. Nothing will change that.
Let's go, Alicia.
Okay.
Can I? Damn it. Wait, Alicia can just straight up make remedies? She can make life bottles and shit? Cool. I guess we're walking the Glavin Basin. Or Glaven Basin. And thank you, Zavid, for the wind steps so I can get through here faster. You know what? I think Rose went to Pendrago.
You've toughened up a bit yourself.
Yes, I've been undergoing intensive training. Under Lady Maltran.
Oh, I see.
May as well save while I'm out here.
Keep your focus. Like it's on stream. Aqua blade.
I have survived through countless battles before.
There may be some herbs out here. Be on the lookout for them.
Oh no.
Milady.
So, you finally figured out who I really am.
Why?
For the ideals I cherish most. Now, messenger, the royal order, if you please. We have a war to start. Then I'll take it by force. This way. Too many prying eyes out here.
Was to fight in Boar's ruins.
How could she?
Alicia.
Lila, what type of Hellion is Maltran?
I honestly cannot tell you for sure.
So all we know is she's one to watch out for, huh?
A strong, sexy lady. I'm not seeing the downsides myself.
You know, the more Zavid talks, the more he reminds me of a certain character in Symphonia.
Let's be quick about this. I have other work to attend to.
Why, Lady Maltran? Why?
You are disgracefully slow to catch on. What you see before you is reality and truth. One who cannot accept reality for what it is has no hope of being a leader to the people.
I acknowledge my lack of resolve, but...
Then you should have realized by now that your naive ideals have no meaning whatsoever in this present state of affairs. Not to the kingdom, not to the citizenry, certainly not to me.
Then why did you act so encouraging and supportive to me all this time?
Because you serve two vital functions. One of which was your utility in getting Highland and Rollins to finally clash with their full military might. Your incessant whining was just the thing to provoke Bartlow and the others to action.
Alicia's ideals do hold meaning and value.
That's right. Saray believes in her, even if you don't.
And he isn't the only one.
I'm giving my dear pupil her final lesson.
I don't think she can hear and see the Seraph, right?
What, you can't deal with reality and truth?
So many empty words. Who's slow to catch on now?
A fair point.
No,
need to
she
exchange
can't see them.
words when blows will suffice. For your other vital function.
Stand back, Alicia! All right.
She has no weaknesses. Fuck.
Your technique is appalling, Alicia.
Lila, what's her weakness?
I don't know. I can't tell. She's a Hellion, but she's suppressing her nature.
Tiger Blade! Let's give it up!
Well, I shouldn't have armatized with Mikleo because she resists water and earth. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. And then live. No! God damn it. We're back to this shit again.
I shall protect them. I can do this.
Your technique is appalling, Alicia.
Lila, what's her weakness?
I don't know. I can't tell. She's a Hellion, but she's suppressing her nature.
Alright, we almost got her. Almost there. May resist it, but we got no other choice. You take her out. Oh, I just realized they have the exact same Mystic Art almost. There we go.
Gotcha, bitch! It's not working.
I'm not letting you purify me. What truly needs purification is this entire world.
Please, Lady Maltran, stop! You are just being deceived by the Lord of Calamity!
You're soft to the core, aren't you? Of all your flaws, that might be. What I hate about you the most. This is reality, Alicia. I have proven my dedication to my lord. I have no regrets.
Alicia!
Yeah, I probably should have used it when we got her.
Alicia.
I can't do this. I can't! I can't! I want to go home! I don't care about all this anymore! About the war, about our nation, about our people! I'm sick of their gossip, their mockery, their lies! Everything!
You and me both, sister.
I quit! I'm done being a princess, being a knight! Barlow and his goons can do whatever they want! I've tried so hard for everyone. What good did it do? And still
And yet, you still want to stop the war, right? I feel just like you, in a lot of ways.
The strength of a knight exists to protect. Their kindness serves the people. Lady Maltran's words still linger in my ears. I know she undoubtedly meant nothing by it, just some pretty nonsense to lead me on.
Maybe. But even if she did, you took those words to heart, didn't you? And the Alicia standing right here is as real as it gets. You can count on it.
I'm sorry you had to see
She
this
still looks
side
like
of
she's
my
going
family.
commando from behind.
Let me see what I can do about the Highland Army. I'm naive and soft and whiny enough to think it'll work. That's just who I am.
Young folks, always with the melodrama.
Sorry about that.
What? Are you crying too?
It's so beautiful.
You say something?
Nothing.
Do you think Sergei will be able to stop the Roland's army?
It'll be alright. Sergei will do it no matter the cost.
That just makes me worry even more.
The vanguard of the Roland's army is probably at Lastenbell by now. Why don't we go check it out?
I wonder what Rose is up to. I hope she isn't doing anything unwise.
It'd be unwise to hope for that at all.
If it bugs you that much, why don't you go to Pendrago?
Now that we got that out of the way, let's also start the Lassenbell side. Can't even reach that.
And prevarications. That's all you're good for.
Yeah, why aren't you fighting back against Highland?
Please, calm down and listen to me. I'm sorry. I couldn't stop war from breaking out.
There's time to prevent the worst.
Yes. I'm trying to minimize the casualties. That's why I'm asking the citizens to evacuate the—
Screw that! Did my dad and brother die because of those Highland bastards so you could run away?
You useless, bleeding heart pacifist! So we just hand Lassenbell over to Highland. Is that it?
Never!
You must understand the danger here. Highland is sweeping towards us with their entire army.
Then we'll fight back with our entire army!
The killing will never stop at that rate.
A knight afraid of killing his enemies? You should be ashamed of yourself!
Yeah, get out there and slaughter those Highland scum! It's our city and our property! We'll never surrender it!
You coward! You don't even care! Your job should be to protect us!
Let's step outside of town for a moment.
Don't you run away, you craven good-for-nothing!
Traitor! Chicken Knight, have you no pride?
Chicken Knight. Walking awfully slow, dude.
Put your life on the line for justice!
And then he just disappears.
Is that a monolith?
Been a while since we heard that.
Huh. Ignorant townsfolk, they don't even know what you're going through.
Nevertheless, I can understand where they're coming from. The clash with Highland has already cost us many lives.
But still...
The citizens' malevolence has suddenly intensified.
It's like there's something else going on. Sergei, we'd like to help you with this. There's still a chance we can stop this war. Alicia's doing all she can to rein in the Highland army as well.
I have heard the tales of Princess Alicia. Perhaps one day the two of us...
Ah! A Hellion!
Sergei, watch out!
Daddy!
There's something wrong here, but... Men, take formation 3! We cannot pull back if the people of Rollins are threatened. Run, child!
You're still a winning heart pacifist.
Right.
I'll thank you to stop interfering.
Not after all my work setting this up.
You.
So you were behind this.
Again, like Wind Waker, she's reminding me of the King of Red Lions. He's like, I'm over here. Now I'm over here. I'm over here now.
Hurry! We need to break her domain!
Yeah.
Darn it! Did we lose her?
Wait, there's someone over there?
Huh? Sergei and the Knights?
Yes, we were able to drive off the attackers.
Zavid!
Huh? Whoops. Don't respond to the Seraphim, stupid.
To fool even the wind. Impressive illusions.
Good thing her acting sucks. I'm just too much of a people person.
What are you up to disguised as Sergei?
The question is, what am I not up to?
But I know what he's up to right now, and that's getting torn to pieces by Hellions!
Bring it on, Shepard!
This feels wrong!
That's the point! Don't hold back, got it?
Right! This isn't Sergei, no matter what! Tiger Gun! Blade Bang! Not yet! Yeah! Tiger Blade! Let's go! Sword Rain!
You're done!
Tiger Blade! Whoa! Dragon Bang! Dance and burst! Blade Bang! Tiger Blade! Yeah! Blade Bang! Blade Bang! Rise and rage, flames! Be gone! Let's keep it up! Sword Rain! Blade!
You're done!
Yeah! Yeah! Tiger Blade! Let's keep it up! Not yet! Blade Bang! Dragon Bang! Flurry!
Sonic Rush!
Yeah! Renaissance! Yeah! Tiger Blade! Dragon Bang! Sword Rain! I need a hand! Blade Bang! Dragon Bang! Sonic Flurry! Catherine! Flames!
At least he doesn't have as much health.
Let's keep it up! Sword Rain! Yeah! Be gone! Yeah! Let's keep it up!
You may feel it sliding up!
Now!
Behold!
Ready? Sword! Blade Bang! Let's keep it up!
You're done!
Freezing Fraction! Tiger Blade!
Sonic Rush!
Tiger Blade! Yeah!
You're
Be
done!
gone! Dragon Bang! Yeah! Tiger Blade! Dragon Bang! Sword Blade!
I'm gone!
Tiger Blade! Let's keep it up! Yeah! Be gone! Howling Cyclone!
You're done!
Yeah! Blade Bang! Let's keep it up! Catherine Flash! Dragon Bang! Yeah! Tiger Blade! Let's keep it up! Sword Rain!
Sonic Rush!
Blade Bang! I need a hand! Yeah! Yeah! Blade Bang! Blade Bang! Spit down the blast! Yeah! Blade Bang! Now! Blade Bang!
I'm gone!
Blade Bang! Go! Yeah! Blade Bang! Dragon Bang! That's it! I need a hand! Fire! Breakthrough! Breakthrough! Rate of fire! Burning charge! Purified blades! Breakthrough! No escape! Purified blades! Breakthrough!
You're done!
Go for it! Burning echo! Breakthrough! Dancing flames! Crown! Breakthrough! Tower of blood! Breakthrough! Burning charge! Tower of blood!
Sword race!
Breakthrough! No escape! Purified blades!
Lion power!
Purified blade of fire! No escape! Purified blades! Release my sprout seeds! Blade of fire! Pitching cross! Breakthrough! Blade of fire! Tower of blood!
Dragon's Roar!
Breakthrough! No escape! Breakthrough! Drop them! Tower of
I got rid of Sergei, but now I have to get rid of the undead guys.
Release my sprout seed! Burning charge! Pillars of flame! Breakthrough! I'll strike you down! Breakthrough! Purified blades! Get lost! No escape! Purified blades! Rain of fire! No escape! Ignite flames! Rain of fire! No escape! Purified blades! Dancing flames! Crown trap them!
That was radiant, Edna.
Suppose I could learn from your level of reserve.
You show no mercy at all, do you?
Why would we? You're not Sergei.
But of course, you and chivalry timbers, two peas in a pod. Friend equals save, enemy equals kill, no malevolence equals protect, Hellion equals exterminate. What a simple and beautiful world you live in. How utterly convenient.
Huh? What are you getting at?
I'm saying that all it comes down to is your ego. An ego that is the foundation of malevolence. That's not true! Yes, I fan the flames, I won't deny it. But it's perfectly natural for the people to be filled with rage and hatred. But you call it malevolence and you try to stamp it out. The mission of the Shepherd, the code of knighthood. Whatever name you devise, the excuse remains the same. Tell me, Shepherd, what definitive proof do you have that you yourself are not corrupted by malevolence? Nonsense! Saray is not corrupted! Of course not. As pure and righteous as your previous Shepherd.
I'm not doing this for the sake of some mission or person. I'm doing it because I believe in it. That's all. And Sergei is the same way.
A lame stab at justification.
Wrong. I've always been like this.
And he always will be.
With the support of your friends, huh? So that's what sustains you. Saray.
Let's go back. Sergei will be all right.
Saray, over there!
Looks like that.
Sergei!
I'm fine. However...
Captain Sergei, we heard what happened. Thank you for rescuing this child.
I
just wanted to avenge my father and my brother.
I know how you feel.
Yeah, well, you would have died with them.
Every impulse. You're no different from the beasts of the forest.
I didn't care about any of that. I thought if I could kill even one Highlander, I could die happy.
You should know better than that. We're all human. There's no reason we can't find a better path to follow.
Can we search for that better path together, so that no more have to die?
Very well. We'll hear you out. That's all I can promise.
I am honored. The truth is, I too yearn to fight like a beast. Everything I say is a lie. I must be entirely corrupted by malevolence.
Not at all, Sergei. I wonder what Rose is up to. I hope she isn't doing anything unwise.
It'd be unwise to hope for that at all.
If it bugs you that much, why don't you go to Pendrago?
Well, now we're ready to go back to Pendrago again. And Saray just walks into a carton.
Look, another one.
That's number 5.
What happened?
Some guy just pointed to number 5.
Every night lately, someone raids one of the nobles' mansions.
Funny sort of burglar, too. They leave one of those notes around every time they pull off a heist.
Which will last longer, I wonder, your avoidance of me, Lunar, or the coffers of the nobility? Scattered bones, boss.
And then they tossed the stolen money all over the streets. If only we'd gotten here a bit earlier, we could have snatched some of it.
Who would want the rotten charity of a thief anyway?
Look, man, I got student loan bills. Speak for yourself.
I'm really worried about Rose.
But there's nothing we can do right now.
Any move she makes is bound to be under the cover of night. Let's wait until dark.
Let's head for the Nobles District. If Rose is anywhere, it's probably there.
Wait.
What do you mean you can't pay me as promised?
Of course not. Do you realize the extent of our losses?
30 guards injured. Over 20 million golds worth in damages.
So what? Not my fault your guards are such incompetents.
Be that as it may, it is you whom the thief is after.
The Scattered Bones execution will be early tomorrow morning. Settle your problems there. After that, we'll see about your reward.
And how am I supposed to find her? That sounds very much like a problem that is not mine.
You used to work with her.
That's a good quote I'm going to have to remember.
I'm sure you can come up with something.
Whatever.
Lunar.
Hellions? Tiger Blade! Here I go! Dragon Sonic Flurry! Freezing Strike! Yeah! Tiger Blade! Dragon Fang! Tiger Blade! Yeah! Blade Fang! Let's keep it up! Sword Blade! Tiger Blade! Flurry! Hang on, everyone! Speed up again! Yeah! Be gone! Sonic Flurry! Blade Fang! Howling Cyclone! Tetris Blade! Yeah! Blade Fang! Let's keep it up! Sword Blade! Yeah! Blade Fang! Dragon Fang! Sword Blade! Tiger Blade! Yeah! Yeah! Let's keep it up! Sword Blade! Ready? Howling Cyclone!
Crap! We lost that damn fox.
Let's get hunting. We need to find him before dawn.
Oh no, that's for Rose's bin. Oh, no, there she is.
So, Lunar, we meet again.
Yes, just the way you wanted it.
Good. This would have been a bit trickier if you'd been stuck in a jail cell.
That laugh.
I didn't want to be here, but now I'm thinking I just might enjoy this. When I kill you with my own hand!
Forget it! Just run!
What's wrong? You're looking ragged.
Sorry, a certain fella would never forgive me if I let her die like that.
Leave him to us. They need you, Rose.
Got it. I'll be right back.
Meaning we have to fight him without her.
Shepard.
Don't let your guards down. He's a sly one.
Yes, his malevolence is highly intensified.
Yeah! Be gone! Howling Cyclone! Yeah! No escape! Sonic Flurry! Yeah! He's in here! I can't lose! This isn't over! I won't lose! Tiger Blade! Full insert! Full insert! Dance, Embers!
resistance! Unleash your hidden power!
Freezing strike! Don't push yourself, Lila! Not yet! Ha! Tiger Blade! Lila! Ha! Blade Bang! Let's keep it up! Sonic Flurry! Yeah! Earth Dragon Bang! Sword Rain! Kendrick Blade! This isn't over! I won't lose! Head off! Freezing strike! Go! Blade Bang! Let's keep it up! Sword Rain!
Abandon your doubts for the truth is the game!
Sword Rain! Yeah! Tiger Blade! Dragon Bang!
Perfect flame surround!
It won't end here! Yeah! This isn't over! I won't lose! Tiger Blade! Earth Dragon Bang! It's over! Yeah! Tiger Blade! Earth Dragon Bang! This isn't over!
Let's do our best!
Ha! Blade Bang! Holly Cyclone! Sword Rain! Blade Bang! Earth Dragon Bang! Sword Rain! Yeah! Blade Bang! Let's keep it up! Sword Rain! Ha! Blade Bang! Yeah! Blade Bang! Breakthrough! No escape! Go forth! Get lost! Breakthrough! Purifying Flames! Blade of Fire!
Elise, I'm here for you! Thank you, boss.
Breakthrough! Purifying Flames! Get lost! Purifying Flames! Get lost! Blade of Fire! Purifying Flames! Blade of Fire! Purifying Flames! Get lost! No escape! Blood Moon! No escape! Breakthrough! 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 Get lost! Ignite Flames! Breakthrough! No escape! Breakthrough! Purifying Flames! Too close! Breakthrough!
Rose, keep it together!
Thank you. Tower of Blood! Breakthrough! No escape! Tower of Blood! Blood Moon! No escape! Breakthrough! Crimson Flame! Burn your soul!
You alright, Akio?
Somehow.
You're first!
Thanks.
Guess we're even.
You good to go?
He's my family. I'll handle this.
Shut up!
I'll go. We have a full party again.
Sonic Flurry! Blade Bang! Sonic Flurry! Freezing Strike! Sonic Flurry! Holly Cyclone! Let's keep it up! Sword Rain! Yeah! Tiger Blade! Yeah! Tiger Blade! Sonic Rock! Sword Rain! Let's keep it up!
Did he just really say extra crispy? I'm waiting till I can get my Mystic Arc to finish him off completely. That's not till I fill that circle next to my portrait to 5. Oh fuck. Ooh.
Crown fire!
Rose.
Dancing flames! Crown fire! Dancing flames! Dancing flames! Crown fire! Purifying flames! Lord of wind! Release my rhapsody! Breakthrough! Release my spirit! Get meat! Breakthrough! No escape! Ignite flames! Vermilion Classic! No escape! Purifying flames! What?
There we go.
What's wrong, Shepard? Can't purify me.
God, we fought him till the morning.
Keys?
It's the same as the Cardinal. Boss!
What on earth? Rose.
This is my job. May these weary bones find peaceful rest.
The hell with that. I spit on your peaceful rest. For all your fancy words, you're nothing but a street thug.
I know.
A murderer and a fake family.
So?
Makes me dead! Sit down! Boss!
Did we get him? Because like I don't think we got Simone either. Or Maltran. Everybody level up. We got another boss coming up after this. So, I'm just gonna keep going until we get him out of the way. Wait, what? Oh, this one's gonna be a hard one. Oh, we didn't kill her.
Time to be dawdling around here. What an embarrassingly poor shepherd you are.
What are you getting at?
You're missing the war. The Roland's Empire and the Kingdom of Highland. Battle of the century.
What?
If you run, you might still catch it. I hear there could even be an extra special guest star. Bring your popcorn.
Looks like that's our next job.
Make popcorn?
Rose?
You'll need friends to get the job done, right?
Alright, I better save now that I have everyone together. Of course. Anime cutscene time. Oh, fuck. That's right, we never dealt with Edna's brother. Assuming that's him.
Lila, what is that?
Oh no, it has been born.
Or is that an entirely different one? Because Edna didn't react. This could get ugly, folks.
A dragon? You mean they actually exist?
I wouldn't laugh if I were you, dude. That thing's about as tall as that gorge if it was laying down.
Yeah, it's fully materialized.
It's a monster! Someone do something!
It's all over! We're doomed! Doomed!
Well, they might be laughing out of fear.
veteran, Hellion. We can't let our guard down even for a moment.
Maybe so. They were losers from the moment they became Hellions. The undead pack some powerful arts, bro.
They can also warp, so keep an eye on them.
Let's keep it up! Freezing strike! Dragon bang! Dragon blade! Let's keep it up! Sword blade! Here's it! Be gone! Rend the darkness! I say! Be gone! 3,000 blast! Siri, gale! Ready? Here's it! Go! Yeah! Dragon blade! Let's keep it up! Sword blade! Be gone! Sword blade! Freezing strike! Dragon bang! Offer your protection! Sweet dreams! Healing power! Shield! Blade bang! Let's keep it up! Sonic flurry! Aqua serpent! Go! Yeah! Tiger blade! Power cyclone! Sword blade! Blade bang! Let's keep it up! Sonic flurry! Dragon bang! Sonic flurry! Sword flare! Dragon bang! Rise and rage! Flame Blade bang! This isn't over! This isn't over! You might feel it! Won't lose! Tiger blade! Tiger blade! Right jump! Save me, Mother.
Can we do anything about that thing?
If we can't, there's no one that can save it.
Friggin' huge!
Yeah.
Saray! Over there!
That's a huge bitch!
So, this is what it's like to be.
Well, bigger than that.
Stand up!
Well, buckle up, everyone. We could be here a while.
What on earth is going on?
This isn't the end, but this
A dragon.
this is not going to be easy. Just judging by looking at that thing.
You're gonna live!
In that case, for both of us, too.
You got it. I don't intend to die here.
Sleeping dragon!
Well, that one's neat. Oh, come on. We didn't kill him already. Oh, fuck. All the malevolence is keeping him up.
It's feasting on the malevolence generated by the human's fear.
Sounds, tasty?
So even the power of the shepherd is not enough?
It's a genuine miracle they're even standing!
Don't be scared, guys. Don't be afraid of it. You can beat it that way.
Fight like that.
He's the shepherd.
No, that's not it.
It's just who he is.
Aim and fire! Blistering flames! Lightning vortex! Blue flurry! Here goes! Saint Zero! Breakdown!
Burning shot! Pillars of flame!
Blue flurry! Here goes! Open the way forward! What? I need to...
Burning wave! Quick flash!
Here goes!
Burning shot!
Here goes! Open the way forward! What? There!
Street fighter! Storm of flames surround free!
Binding vortex! Splitting tornado!
Burning flames surround
Blistering flames! Open the way forward! I need a hand! Open the way forward! Pierce and explode! Aim and fire! Binding vortex!
Purgatory flame!
I need a hand! Here goes! Binding vortex! Aim and fire! This is bad. Want your help? Rose! Blue flame! Here goes!
Burn away! Pillars of flame!
Don't push yourself, Lila! Blistering bangs! Rose! Saint Zero! Here goes! Now's my chance! Burst! Blistering bangs! Open the way forward! Spirit cleansing! Elixir Batay! What? I need a hand! Blistering bang! Binding vortex! Aim and fire! Ocean Elixir! Bad. Want your help? Spirit cleansing! Elixir Batay! Blistering bang! Binding vortex! Pull together! Here goes! Caught my trap! I need a hand! Aim and fire! Here goes! I need a hand! Blistering bangs! Open the way forward! Aim and fire! Blistering bangs! Open the way forward! Saint Zero! Burst! Pull together! Dragon Look! I need a hand! Saint Zero! Ocean Flash! Pouring down fire! Saint Zero! Here goes! Open the way forward! Aim and fire! Rose! Saint Zero! Here goes! Binding vortex! Watch your help!
guess this is just gonna keep happening.
I can't do this much longer.
Rose!
Saray! We will fight at your side!
Who's afraid of a dragon? Just a big old lizard!
Just a big old lizard. With wings and fire breath and oh god!
Suddenly things aren't looking so bad.
Yeah. We still got a chance. Let's do this!
A song with vocals? Holy shit! Hopefully not copyrighted, but if so.
Vermilion Crimson, burning shot!
Ready? What?
Burn!
I need a hand!
Break through!
Tiger Blade!
Nice, nice.
Humans sure get carried away.
Yeah, but that's just, you know.
Yes, that's the power of human beings.
Knock this time! Torrent spear!
Break through!
Rose! Thanks! I need a hand! Caught my path! Violent protection! Torrent spear! Dark Star! Violent protection!
Abandon your house as soon as you can.
Go! Torrent spear! Dark Star! Violent protection! Torrent spear! Caught my path! Torrent spear! Gale bang! Violent protection! What? Torrent spear! Caught my path! Violent protection! Not this time! Torrent spear!
One move! Now escape! Break through!
Violent protection! Torrent spear! Caught my path! Violent protection! Dark Star!
Ignite!
Violent protection! Torrent spear! Dark Star!
Scorch down!
Not this time!
Get lost!
Caught my path! Keep up! Come to my wings!
Come on, let's just see the end. Close.
Not this time! Caught my path!
Tower plus! Scorch down!
Not this time! I need a hand!
Molten claw!
Violent protection! Caught my path!
Vermilion crystal!
Not this time! Dark Star!
Molten claw!
Not this time! Right near my wings!
Purgatory attack!
Violent protection! Dark Star!
Deeper now!
Go! Torrent spear! Dark Star! Violent protection! Torrent spear! Caught my path! Rose! Don't push yourself up! Rose! Violent protection!
Lord of Water!
Violent protection! Torrent spear! Dark Star! Not this time! Dark Star!
Break on through!
Wins!
Here goes!
We did it. I think. And in one try, too.
Hell yeah! Go on. Do it, Saray.
We did it.
Victory for humanity!
Holy shit. A 15-minute long fight.
The malevolence. It's vanished.
Yeah.
Well, that was my exercise for the year.
Yeah.
But we made a difference. Let's treat ourselves to a break. How about our old hideout?
I'm gonna find a good place to stop. I don't know if this is it
I'm
yet.
exhausted as well.
No surprise. We took down a dragon.
We managed to stave off the worst somehow.
Edna hasn't said a word.
Grateful that we're alive, yeah?
Alright. Tentacle ruins for the next scene. Yeah, there's like a small tiny paragraph of things I want to do here, and then I'll call it a night. It's just head here for this scene, head here for this scene, get this skit, and then comes the next story section. Where the fuck are we getting the tentacle?
Around here.
There's tentacles up there. Oh, there's a way up here. If we don't finish Tales of Zestiria on Thursday, this will be the longest stream series I've done. Because Metal Gear Solid 5, Phantom Pain, and Tales of Zestiria 2 have this beat, are tied at 12. We're on part 11 right now. I'm going to shoot to finish this if we're as close as I think we are on Thursday.
Such an innocent face.
Asleep or awake?
No need to worry. Soray's got it together.
Yes, I know, but...
He's almost 2 together, huh? Sounds like something a mother would say.
Can it be sister at least? Although I am far older.
All right, sister. We ought to rest up too.
Yes, I'll just tuck both of them in.
Ha, sister. Alright, good night, Coco. I'm just a few tasks away from ending off, but I'll see you on Thursday for possibly the finale.
Morning.
Not even. You've been sleeping for 3 days straight.
You're kidding! I was wondering why I was so famished.
Let's go get something to eat.
Oh, that
Indeed,
sounds good
Saray
right about
woke
now.
up
I'm
just before
starving.
you did.
After we're done, let's head on over to Lastenbell. I gotta check on how everything wound up.
Sheesh, workaholic much? Though I guess I shouldn't talk.
Aren't you curious?
Well... yeah. If anyone's warmongering, I got some killing to do.
Maybe we should leave her here.
There's a save point in here, right?
Lila, those dragons used to be seraphim, right?
Yes. They were likely seraphim of considerable power. Most likely, he captured them and shut them away in an area where malevolence is likely to gather. Like a battlefield, for example.
As a sacrifice.
A battlefield is like a microcosm of our world. All kinds of emotions spiral and whirl about in a place like that.
You mean like fear and hatred? The kind of emotions that would beget dragons.
Those aren't the only ones. There's also bravery. The bravery needed
God,
to
if dragons were
stand up
created
against the
from
dragons. Something you
hateful
invoked.
feelings
Then I can't give up
in our
yet.
world, we'd have a shit ton
Not
of
as long as
dragons.
there's still hope. I'll just have to believe. Both in Sergei and in the world that humans live in.
Indeed. And we will believe in you.
Damn it, I can't get the Lastenbell either. I hate that for story purposes they don't let you warp. The fuck's the point of warping then?
I found this.
Remember, this place was in the Celestial Record.
Wait, that's... Saray, look!
Alicia and Lucas!
As a messenger of the Kingdom of Highland, I am here to discuss terms of a truce. I would like to meet with a representative of the Roland's Imperial Army.
We honestly wish we could allow you to pass, but Highland and Roland's are still officially at war.
This is a decision that has to be made at the top. I'm afraid as mere rank and file,
Alicia! Lucas!
Saray!
I knew you were alive!
You're meeting with Rollins?
I hope. It seemed like this might be the last chance for diplomacy.
A Highland princess wandering all the way here with no escort? You're a trooper.
What do you mean? She's got the best guard in the world.
If there's a chance we can stop the war, it's a small price to pay. But we're running into some, jurisdictional issues.
Shepard?
You're with the Platinum Knights, right? Do you think you could contact Sergei for us? Tell him that Saray's friend, Alicia, has come to visit.
If it's a meeting between friends, then the Knights have no need to interfere.
I'm sorry my subordinates couldn't be more flexible with you.
Not their fault. I hear they work under a very rigid captain.
You caught me there. So you're Alicia. I am Sergei, a friend of Saray. Well met.
I'm Alicia. My sincere thanks for helping us the other day.
Not at all. Would you like to join me for some tea?
Certainly. I'm thankful for this opportunity.
We won't let it go to waste.
Damn peaceniks. Putting good mercenaries out of jobs. This calls for booze. What do you say, Shepard?
I mean, mercenaries won't be... I mean, it won't be peak season for you guys. But it's not like, you know, all crime and murder stops. All right, I'm gonna follow this to the letter, and then we'll stop for the night. I have just a tiny sliver of things to do. I need to go to the sanctuary, see the scene through, and then find out what our next goal is, and that will be where we start off I was gonna say tomorrow, Thursday.
All right, that should do it for now.
Yes, thank you for all your help.
Aw, it's over already?
The first meet and greet, I've received an invitation to Pendrago Castle.
By yourself?
In exchange, His Imperial Majesty of Rollins will allow me to meet for direct negotiations. Not bad for a bottom-rung princess, huh?
We are comrades who battled the dragon together. The Empire will have the decency to acknowledge that.
Neat.
Guess the peace talks are in good hands.
And here I thought the war would be dragging on and on.
Hey!
That was a pretty good one! I'm jealous.
Is it a competition?
It can be.
Saray, would you be interested in coming to Pendrago with us? You're a key figure in bringing our two nations together.
Thanks. But that's a dream that you should be the one to fulfill.
I suppose. Best to you on your journey.
You too, Alicia. Sergei.
Not to mention our plastered buddy out there. Boy, he didn't waste any time turning her down. Right there in front of him, the perfect date. No wonder girls don't dig shepherds.
Well, what can you do?
Yes, we're talking about Saray after all.
Seriously.
There you have it.
Head to the east gate to trigger a long scene.
There should be a vista point nearby.
I hear they're actually making progress with the peace talks. That Princess Alicia is a godsend.
She sure is. If only a certain layabout would follow her example.
My doggie's happy too. She hates war.
You and me both, puppy. You and me both. Hey, bud. You up for a drink?
Anything to get out of this armor.
Our departure can wait a day.
Huh? But...
So sleepy all of a sudden.
Oh, my back. I gotta lie down.
Get us a nice room.
Come on.
Thanks, Lila, for hanging out with me.
Don't mention it. I was thinking of coming up here and watching the city anyway.
Another copyrighted song,
this
maybe?
is where Soray's guidance has led us.
Indeed. I'm sure he is doing much the same, watching them and thinking about how far we've come. Edna and Zavid too. After our long journey with the Shepherd, I imagine they're using this time to reflect on their past and perhaps their future.
Kinda like us, huh?
Well, well. Edna coming to see me? Should I be scanning the skies for pigs?
I want you to tell me, why were you killing Hellions?
Where'd this come from? And why now?
Is it to save them? Did you make up your mind that it's something you have to do in order to save them, like Soray did?
Oh, I get it. You still haven't quite wrapped your head around the idea of death as a form of salvation. And so every time you put it into words, it's been to convince yourself.
Edna is a smart woman. I imagine right now she's busy sorting out her feelings before we face our final battle. No doubt she's consulting Zavid for guidance. He's seen more of the world than any of us, the good and the bad.
You're really a good study of people. You should have been a school teacher.
Oh, but Rose, you had something you wanted to ask me, didn't you?
When the dragon appeared, Soray found his answer right then and there, didn't he? It was that he didn't want that battlefield to see any further killing or bloodshed.
Yes, and then he immediately took the actions he deemed necessary in order to achieve that. Time flows differently for people with a vision, or so it seems to the rest of us sometimes.
He's incredible.
Wow, look at all those stars.
Yeah. I forget who said it, that there are as many emotions as stars in the sky. I can totally see that.
A metaphor for how each emotion sparkles in its own way, huh? Must have been a romantic who came up with that one.
But you can also sense his insecurities about that, can't you, Rose? Like he's constantly on edge, worrying that if he let his guard down even a little bit, he'd lose his way again.
I think Soray himself might be the only one who doesn't see that. I mean, you know how little it takes for a taut string to go snap, right?
Are you worried?
Not worried, really. Whatever happens, whatever the future brings, I hope I can make it work somehow. No, I know I can.
So that's your answer.
I guess so. But I've always been like this ever since I was a kid.
I'm starting to understand why you don't generate any malevolence.
So I want everyone not to worry, and to just go do what they need to do. Pow! But I don't mean like, see ya, have fun, I'll be over here. I promise I'm with the rest of you guys for the long haul.
Don't you think it would be better to tell that to everyone, not just me? After all, I'm sure Edna and Zavid would take no small amount of inspiration from it.
I don't know, it'd be weird to walk up to them and be like, I am here, we are friends.
Probably true.
Sheesh, you women folks sure are complicated. But then, that's part of the appeal.
Are you just stupid?
Yep, big old stupid head. The type who can't do anything but believe in the one way he's found to get stuff done.
That husband's being pushed.
I just have a need to protect the pride of my friends and fellow Seraphim. No one becomes a Hellion because they want to. But when you turn into one, you know what that means, right? So that's why I end it for them, for the sake of their pride.
Did he just poke her head?
And you think that saves them?
Who knows? That's something they get to ponder after death, in their own personal afterlife.
Huh. How gallant of you. So that must be what makes you so...
attractive?
Ow!
Hey! Knock it off! Don't you all have one more thing you need to brace yourselves for?
It'll depend on what Saray does with Mautellus after we take down Heldolf. But you know what? That's alright. I'm prepared. No matter what he decides, I'm willing to accept it.
Gotta say, I think your resolve wins out over mine. I don't even know if I could do that. Just look on silently while one of our own suffers in agony.
Well, I wouldn't worry too much about that. We're all in this together till the very end.
So, if Savid's quivering in fear, you'll be there to give him a gentle hug, right?
Gross.
Well, if my saying something is enough to cheer those two up, it might be worth it after all.
It's enough to have someone to lend you a kind word. After all, that's what friends and comrades are for. But Rose, if you don't mind, may I ask what prompted you to bring all this up?
I just kind of thought you and I might have sort of been thinking about stuff along the same lines. I just wanted to tell you, you don't have to carry it all by yourself. Huh? What? Did I say something funny?
Huh? The two of us really are more alike than we realize. We commit to things. We decide on what role we're gonna play, without really consulting with anyone else.
Oh, now that you mention it... So that's why I felt like we might be sharing the same thoughts. We're the same, independent women.
Rose, I must thank you. I feel like a great load has been taken off my mind.
Really? Hey, cool beans.
I'm profoundly grateful to whatever twist of fate brought us together.
You really are a drama queen, Lila. Aw, Rose! All right, come on. We got some friends to go cheer up.
They weren't kidding when they said this is a long scene.
There's something I learned from this journey. Some stars you can't see, and because you can't see them, you think they're not shining. But they are.
It turned out that there were a lot of stars that we couldn't see from our home in Elysia.
Once people notice the stars, they start to understand just how brilliantly they shine. Just like how Alicia finally got a sense of what Seraphim were truly like the first time she heard your voices.
That was a trip. You should have seen your face.
I was really excited back then. It gave me hope that one day other humans might be able to talk to the Seraphim.
But even then, you had to cut off your senses and hold your... Oh, I see. You were actually contemplating what you'll do after the last battle.
Yeah. If I let myself become a vessel for Mautellus and shut off all my senses, we might be able to spread that power throughout the entire continent of Glenwood. If it works, and that's a big if, the Squire ought to be able to wield power like mine, even if she doesn't possess natural ability on par with a shepherd.
So long as you entrusted all of your senses to the Squire, it's not out of the question. And we might be able to grow the ranks of squires who could help us. Just think of Alicia. It's arguably a more constructive approach than just waiting for another shepherd to appear.
Exactly.
But you understand the implications, don't you?
Yeah. Until the Squires can quell enough of the Earth's malevolence to let Mautellus' natural purification take over, I would need to wait and sleep.
By bonding with Mautellus, you'll be abandoned in time. It could take years. It could take centuries. And even if humans appear who can see and talk to Seraphim, there's no guarantee they'll choose the path of coexistence.
I believe in them.
What about your dream? Weren't you going to go off exploring ruins around the world?
My dream will live on, so long as I don't forget.
Very well.
Thank you, Mikleo.
You're like prototypically stupid.
It's not so much that guys are stupid. It's just that the ladies are too smart.
What's that, your philosophy?
Huh. Looks like the gang's all here.
I suppose you are all listening to us then?
Yes.
I may not be Edna, but you really are...
Totally...
stupid.
Let's head out.
Huh? We're not waiting till morning?
No farewells to Alicia or anyone?
I'd like to set out under these stars tonight.
No, you're setting out under the stars tomorrow.
Sky, I can remember this very day.
Guess we've got our own romantic right here.
You think so?
So what's up? Are we going?
Yeah.
To the last battle.
Yeah.
All right then. No doubts, no regrets.
Let's go.
He took the hat back. It all ends here.
You're not worried about Alicia and the others?
Not at all. Sergei and Lucas are with her.
Our next destination is Elysia.
Yeah. There should be a passage that leads to Camlon where Mautellus is waiting.
What are we gonna tell Gramps?
Let's just not tell him.
Saray!
There's no need. It's not like we'll never see him again.
You're right. Let's do this.
Yeah, let's do this on Thursday night. The way this has been hyping up, I feel like this is going to be the last Zestiria stream on Thursday. So let's make that happen. So thanks everyone for joining me for a little bit of a longer stream today. Run down on the schedule before we go. Tomorrow night we're continuing Sam & Max the Telltale series with episode 3 and 4 of season 1. And Thursday, as I just said, will probably be the Zestiria finale. If not then on Tuesday. But then Friday will be the continuation of Metroid Prime. Monday we continue Mass Effect 2. And then next Tuesday, if we're still not on Zestiria, we're gonna continue Tales of Symphonia because I picked that up as a makeup stream game while my PS4 was under the on the fritz. But as I promised you guys before I returned to our PS4 games, we will be returning to them when we finish their respective games they replaced. But yeah. Alright, so thanks everyone for joining me. I hope you have a great rest of your night or day depending on when and where you're watching this, and I'll see you tomorrow night for Sam & Max The Telltale series. Until then, I hope you had fun, and I'll be seeing you. Good night!